God is considered as a man in almost all religions. Why is it so? Why can't God be a woman?
To understand this issue, we have to dig deep down into the psychology of men and women. Man is basically restless. He rarely knows any contentment. But woman is just the opposite. She is basically contented for no reason. If you happen to see any woman restless, that restlessness is thrown to her by her husband, her boss, her children, or by some other man. Restlessness is a character of the mind, while contentment is a character of the self. Man is good at everything where the application of restlessness is needed, and woman is always good at everything where contentment is a necessity. Man is good at measurable things, and women, they are good at immeasurable things. You cannot measure love, aesthetic appreciation of life, patience, care. These things cannot be measured. Competition is possible only on measurable things. That is why the wrong idea that man is ahead of woman is so popular. Measurability belongs to the mind, and immeasurability belongs to the self. Man is good at logic, while woman is blessed with intuition. Man is religious, while woman is meditative. A belief is nothing but a beautiful way of hiding your doubt, and religion is nothing other than that. Doubting and believing are the characters of the mind, while stillness and peace are the characters of the self. In short, man is a product of the mind, while woman is a reflection of the self. Since man is a product of the mind, inside he knows that he lacks something. He feels the vacuum. His all efforts, his all activities are just meant to fill this vacuum. and to feel full. He wants to accumulate wealth. He wants to acquire assets as much as possible just to fill this vacuum and to feel full. He wants to hear that he is great and to hear that he may go to any extent. He may go to the extent of conquering the whole world. On the other side, he may go to the extent of renouncing everything that he has just to hear that he is great. From Alexander the Great to your husband, there is no exception for this law. There is no exception for this law. This is visible not only in grown up males but also in small boys. You can see it. You ask a studious boy who got only lower ranks in the exam, he'll tell you that those first ranks were gone on the basis of some technicalities, and actually, there is none in the class who can beat him. You ask your brother who is in the college football team, he'll tell you, even though he was not the person who scored the goal in the match, he was the person who made the goal possible. Without him, they would have lost the match. Everyone in the team will tell the same story in their own house. Ask your husband who is working in a company. He'll tell you that it is because of him the company is flourishing. It is his small advice to his boss that changed everything. Women may think that this is something silly, but it is not so. They cannot live without these claims. They can live without money. They may live even without air, but they cannot survive without these claims. Why so? The reason is so very deep. The greatest thing in their life is just a claim. And what is that? That is their fatherhood. Mother is a reality, while father is a claim. No question of religion. A father is a believer. This DNA test and all They came just now from prehistoric times. For centuries, for millenniums, he has been living with this split in his mind. So it is deeply imprinted in his character, in his psyche. This is something all women should bear in mind. Don't shake his claims. When he says, I am this, I am that, I am great, just accept it. Just love them. If you show any kind of intolerance, verbally or non verbally, it will go somewhere else. I promise you, it will hit the roots of your relationship if you do so. His mental unrest has to be understood, loved, and properly cared. This is the situation. Suddenly, out of the blue, we hear a shout, I created the world. Definitely, it must be a man. After all, which woman will be interested in such a stupid claim? It must be a man. If there is a God, it must be a man.